Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So in the previous videos we discussed about accuracy, errors, correction and the different ways of expressing accuracy. So in this video we are going to discuss about another related thing which has a very important relationship with accuracy, which is the types of error. I always said that when we discuss about accuracy we have to discuss about error, because accuracy is represented in terms of error, percentage of error. So we discussed about the basic definition of error. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the various types of error which occur in while the measurement process. So just a quick recap about error, which is the accuracy of an instrument which is represented or expressed in terms of the error. And I always told that it is not possible to design an instrument which gives us output with zero error. There will always be some amount of error in the reading, the output. Now it is the task of the engineers to design a measurement system which can give us an output with minimum error possible, okay, to minimize the error. So the two ways in which we can broadly divide error is into two categories, which is static error and dynamic error. So most of the times when we talk about error, it is mostly static error. Dynamic error, it comes into play in control systems, process dynamics, process control, industrial instrumentation, all of that. So static error is the definition of it, the difference between the measured value of a quantity or parameter under measurement, or which is the output reading, the output of the instrument, and the actual value of the parameter. So difference between measured value and actual value, that is static error. And here for a particular reading the true value is fixed, it does not change, okay, that's why it is called as static error, okay. The true value is fixed. The measured value, it can change because depending on the various readings. So depending on the value of the measured value, the static error can be positive or negative. When the measured value is greater than the true value, it is positive. When it is lesser, it is negative. Now in case of dynamic error, the true value, the value of this Vt, it changes with time. That's why dynamic error that comes into play. So this is the static error. Another way of representing is the relative static error, which is the ratio between the static error Vm minus Vt divided by the true value. So that is the relative static error. So dynamic error, it is the difference between the measured value and the true value, the same for a particular parameter under measurement, but here the true value of the parameter or that particular quantity, it keeps changing with time. That's why the dynamic error that comes into play. In static error, it is constant, true value is constant. So it is also called as measurement error, okay. Now types of static error, okay. Static error, which is this, what are its various types? So static error can be divided into three types. First is gross errors, second systematic errors, and third is random errors. So we will discuss them one by one. The gross errors, they arise because of human mistakes, okay. The mistakes which we do while handling or using the instruments or apparatus, or we take wrong readings, we record or write the wrong readings, we make mistakes in taking the observations and recording the observations. So these all of these things combined together, it is called as gross errors. Now, we cannot completely eliminate these errors. As I said, error can never be completely eliminated, but we can try to minimize them by taking proper care and precaution while taking the observations, the readings, the output. Next is systematic errors. Now, these errors, they occur because of defects in the instrument, okay, lack of quality in the measuring instruments, defective parts, or for prolonged use wear and tear happens, okay, aging effects and various environmental effects also sometimes come into play. So, the errors because of that, it is called as systematic errors, and the systematic errors are also called as bias, okay. So, all the errors which occur because of the instrument and they have no human role in it, okay, and most it is completely because of the equipment, faulty equipment, that is called as systematic errors. Then systematic errors can then be also divided into three categories. First is instrumental errors, environmental errors, observational errors. So, instrumental errors they occur due to the the design and constructional features or the mechanical structure of the instrument. Some problem is there in the design or the construction of the instrument. Environmental errors, they occur because of the environmental effects, sudden change in temperature, pressure, humidity, or other environmental conditions. They can also sometimes play a role and can cause error in the output. Then the observational errors. Now, these errors, they do not occur because of the observer, it is because of the instrument. For example, the scale is not calibrated properly, or there is some defect in this movement of the pointer on the scale, or the reading is not correct because of some reason. So, it is because of that. Observational errors is there because of human mistakes that happen, but these observational errors occur because of the instrument, okay. So, it is that observational error which is because of equipment malfunction, defect in the equipment. Then we have discussed about the types of systematic errors. Now, the third category is the random errors, okay, third type of static error. Now, these are the errors which the cause of which it is very difficult to determine, okay. Why these errors happen, we cannot determine, okay. So, like I said, no matter how much care, how much precaution we take, there will be error in the output. It can be for any reason which we cannot find the source of that problem. So, the random errors, they happen due to those unknown causes, okay, unknown causes and reasons which are very, very difficult to determine, to point out. So, these errors are very small in magnitude and follow the laws of probability. They can be represented, they can be specified mathematically, okay. So, we will discuss about that in a different video, the mathematical or the statistical analysis of the various types of performance characteristics. It will come under that. It will take 2 or 3 videos actually to discuss those things. So, we will discuss it in a separate video. So, this is the random error, okay, which occur due to random unknown reasons. Then the sources of errors. If we try to summarize the reasons why the errors happen, the various types of errors which we discussed, it can be for one of the following reasons. First, lack of proper knowledge, complete knowledge about the measurement process or the particular measurement process which we are involved in. Then, because of operational errors, it can be because of the handling, lack of proper handling of the equipment, installation, use, application. Then is from the manufacturing point of view, poor design and constructional features or defective parts, then lack of proper maintenance, okay, or it can be because of environmental conditions or the change in sudden or continuous change in the process parameters, the quantities or parameters which are under measurement. So it can be because of these reasons why the errors they occur. So here we have discussed about the errors, okay, and the various types of errors, and we discussed them one by one. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe my channel Engineering Tutorial for more such videos related to electrical, electronics, instrumentation and communication engineering. Have a great day. Thank you very much.